It's week 12 of the 2023 season, and we'll see Tyson Campbell. He stayed active a week ago with an 8-tackle performance. It's the Jaguars and the Cards. All that and more coming up next.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today, it's week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a big one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Arizona Cardinals. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis, and CD, you look at the Cardinals in this matchup. They're squaring off against a very tough unit to throw against.
And this is not one of the better passing offenses in the league to begin with, Brandon. And to illustrate that point, they're down near the bottom of the power rankings, so the focus is going to need to be on possession-type throws. Whether they're trying to use their running backs or tight ends a little bit more, the big thing is to make sure the quarterback gets it out of his hands quickly to his receivers, and they hope to gain an advantage that way.
It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray from Oklahoma who leads them out.
But when I reviewed last week's game and saw the 4 touchdown passes that he threw, I thought about you during the Turkey Bowl last year.
Yeah,
you guys
right.
had the same stats, except he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award with his.
Well, he got touchdowns, I got picks. I like going back watching the film with you, and we thought it was a good performance in person. It obviously was, but you thought even better on tape. It was really something to watch.
Yeah, what I loved was how he spread it around. A lot of people involved in the passing offense. 4 touchdown passes culminated it.
First play from scrimmage. Here's Murray. Dancing to his left, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
They sure put the coverage guys into stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Murray now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Lawrence's throw taken in by Ridley here. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. He's going to let this one go deep. And this one is incomplete.
I see what they were trying to do there, trying to find some dead space in the middle of the field and take their shot right there. A really good idea, but it winds up incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Man open, here's Jones. Touchdown, Jaguars. Zay Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jags are on the board first here this afternoon. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
A check on the numbers last week for Connor. 20 carries, 62 yards.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
On 2nd and 7, Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Couple of Oklahoma teammates there. Murray to Brown for a Cardinal first.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Murray now on 1st down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. The Cardinals at 8-2 on the year, and they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners of 8 of their last 10.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Connor. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. This is caught. It's Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
He'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 34-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
On 1st 1st and 10 is counter. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And he is close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 26. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Forced out to his left. And out of bounds right around the 20. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Murray a give. This is Connor. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The pickup goes for 13. It sets him up 1st and goal. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Devon Hamilton busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
And he's got it. We'll give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Steven Anderson there to make the grab. And the Cardinals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they covered him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he'll go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little mismatch in that area.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. He'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Lawrence to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The numbers in last week's contest for Ingram: 7 catches, 71 yards.
And he was able to pull that last pass in, but he's going to face a tall order here because he's going up against the number 2 unit in the NFL against the pass.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Hardy. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Cards, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 7-7, our score after 1. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And you'd think on 3rd down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks, and I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result, because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now Lawrence. Touchdown! Snoop Connor. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Santos now to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the 6. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And they get him down the number 4, takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
First down, Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Murray now to throw. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now Murray off play action. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Murray again. He'll dump this one off to Connor. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So a decision to make there. They decline the penalty as they'd rather force the 4th down. McCann's kick is good. And they cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just a field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. He had the touchdown pass on that previous drive, number 25 for him on the year. And he'll look to keep it rolling, 1st down. They start with a give to Connor. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence. That's complete to his running back, Connor. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Returning it is Moore. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. From the 38, Murray. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he's going to have a Cardinals first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3 barely, but the mark shows first down. Now Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's Green. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 25 yards for the touchdown. As his guys have now moved out in front. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
McCann now for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14. So now a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. It's finished up by the touchdown for DeAndre Hopkins. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Now here comes Jacksonville. We'll get another look at Zay Jones.
He's done his part, but so far it's been in a losing effort, so they've got to fix something.
But that doesn't mean changing anything, the way they're throwing the ball around and his catches and production. Keep doing that. They're going to have to fix some things likely on defense to try and slow down their opponents.
And so far he's north of 100 yards receiving. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to give it to Ridley. Picked up by Trayvon Mullen. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point by McKay. Up and good. These guys will take a 10-point lead. Defensively getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Lawrence will throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he goes out right around the 39. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offense.
You know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower postgame. Extra point by McCann. Up and good. It's a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute.
And the ball is knocked out. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Connor. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Murray. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is a 26-yard attempt. McCann's kick up and good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, where you see the final score there. Trey Lance, sharp in the victory, as his guys get back within a game of 500. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium, and they've got the lead in their matchup with the Tampa Bay Bucks. DJ Moore, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills, and it's the visiting LA Chargers who are out in front. 3 touchdown passes in that one for Justin Herbert. We continue on with the check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Jags. And despite the fact that they're looking up at a double-digit deficit at halftime, they were able to move the football through the air in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half. Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football at State Farm Stadium. And for the call, let's head back out to Glendale and hand it over to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports.
Taken at the goal line.
Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Calvin Ridley, 31 yards.
And the Jaguars are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now the point after try for Santos. And that will cut this lead down to 13. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it's Calvin Ridley who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Play fake. Murray. This is caught. It's Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Connor. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Green.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Now it's 2nd and 9.
Throwing now is Murray.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Murray to air it out again. Steps away to his left.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, putting the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
On 2nd down and 4, Lawrence. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
From the 44, Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
A 14-yard 1st down pickup for the Jaguars. Again, it's Connor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the draw, Connor. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram from 8 yards out.
And the Jaguars have got it back to within a score.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Santos now to add the PAT. And the lead will shrink to 6. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays.
And Evan Ingram able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
The Cardinal offense here ready to take over.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Murray to the veteran Green for the Cardinal first.
I'll tell you what, those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They run behind center with Connor. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Murray. He's got Brown on the out route complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Finding Green complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Connor up the middle. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because we see that type of run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Murray now on 1st down. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Murray now on 1st down. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. An option handoff given to Connor. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw, it's Murray. It's complete to Brown, right side. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And 3rd and 1 now. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Murray now.
to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When those extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Murray and company going for it on fourth. Open man Green, he's got it. Touchdown Arizona. A.J. Green with career touchdown number 70. And the Cardinals are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. It's caught at the one. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jags. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Looking to throw, Lawrence. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From midfield now, Lawrence. A slant to Jones. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Now Lawrence. And this will be swung out here for counter. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
And they will not get the connection there, and it's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On 2nd and goal, Lawrence. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. 3rd and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly 4th down territory. Here's Lawrence. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Holding offense.
That's Jawan Taylor, the right tackle.
I'm ready.
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. They'll try to surge ahead with Connor. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It's a decent gain on the ground. Call it 6, but it still leaves him with a ways to go on 4th and goal. Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now, really hoping for a turnover. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
But when you're up 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
1st down, Murray. Buying time to his left. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
From the gun, a give to Connor. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This time it's 3rd and 3. Flushed out right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Now that's a killer, because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a 1st down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looked like, you're exactly right. Looked like a 4-sure stop on 3rd, and then the tables turn. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On the handoff, Connor. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Two things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Here's a handoff to Connor. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it's enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. All you're doing when you're talking...
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. That's Foley Fadukasi who got in there and finished off the play. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Murray flips this forward on a jet sweep. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run here with Connor, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Again, it'll be Connor. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Connor, and this time he is in. James Conner with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the way.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there. They knew they had to stop them on that drive. When they weren't able to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Now Lawrence.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And it's complete right back to Ridley. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Now Lawrence to throw.
This is caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
But as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Cardinals, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.